Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you all the details of this car, the new CUPRA FORMENTOR. This is the facelifted version, and as you can see we have the gorgeous spec here in front of us. The car has got the new design language from CUPRA, so the shark nose, very aggressive looking, the CUPRA badge here in the middle, and then of course the new lights, beautiful lighting signature. So you see the daytime running LEDs, they would then turn into indicators, and the main units are here. Also very sporty look for the bumper. You see also the real air inlets. And now we move on to the side. 4 meters 45.1 centimeters is the length of the car. Very sporty lines. Love the design line over there, and yeah, definitely easily recognizable on the road. The wheels are 18 or 19 inch. This is the model with 19 inch ones. So here we have the 245/40 R19 tires and the beautiful copper elements, making it stand out even more. The wheel arches are finished in this sort of like the gray color, looking very nice and giving it more pronounced look. Here is the charging port, and of course more details about the powertrain options and this particular one a bit later on. Now we move on to the rear of the car, and you saw the dynamic indicators, and now I will unlock it so that you can see the beautiful lighting signature. So look at this. How cool is that? So you saw the illuminated logo, and then the coast-to-coast taillights, emphasizing the width of the car and giving it really unique look, very sporty. I love this detail now with the illuminated logo on the facelifted version. Now we can also open the tailgate. We can do it here by pressing the button on the key. There we go. Here, nice square shape. You have the hooks for your shopping bags on both sides here, and also in the lower section. You can put smaller elements here on the sides, and also look at this. So you have the power outlet, that is cool, and underneath this, so that's it. This is what you get, and actually really decent amount of room. I think you can fit a decent amount of luggage in here. Press this to close the tailgate. Here you see the rear view camera, and we are now ready to check out the interior of the car, and I want to hear your thoughts on the design. By the way, this is the beautiful Century Bronze color, so the Century Bronze matte color, and definitely makes the car stand out. When I approach the car with the key in my hand, you see it unlocks, and here is the interior. So look at this. First you notice here the Sennheiser, the sound system, which is an optional extra, which I would recommend getting as it's very nice. Look at the seats with the integrated headrest, and then now let's see it from driver's perspective. All right, here inside the car, this is your view as a driver, and I will now start it. Here is the start engine button. There we go, and this is how it looks. Gorgeous interior with the big screen here in the middle, digital cockpit in front of us. Let me change the view and show you more details. Starting with the steering wheel, flat bottom, feels very nice in hand, lovely stitching, and the physical buttons, which is always nice to see. Start engine button and also stop is here, and then this is for changing of the drive modes. As you can see, we have different drive modes available, including the individual one, which I'll show you in a moment. Digital cockpit in front of the driver, and then here is the main touchscreen, the 12.9 inch touchscreen with the new infotainment system. I love the way that the dashboard looks, and then here we have the air vents that are located below this screen, and these are now illuminated. So here is for the volume, and the slider here, and also on the side is, and I mean on the right side is for adjusting the temperature. USB-C ports, wireless charging pad, the traction control off button is here, and then this is the minimalistic gear selector for the automatic transmission. Auto hold, electronic parking brake and lock buttons are here, and then again the key, looking very nice indeed. Cup holders, and in the middle you can move this middle section, and you have decent amount of room in here, as well as the 12-volt power supply. I also want to show you the glove compartment. There we go. Quite a lot of room in here. And now the infotainment system, but before that, let me just show you here. You can change the settings for the lights. So instead of automatic lighting, now we have the lights turned on, and now you also see the ambient lights. They go all around from one side to another, looking very, very nice indeed. Now you also see the dark theme on the screens. And now let's check out the infotainment system. So it is the new one. This is the home screen, and of course you can adjust the widgets, and by pressing this you go into this sort of like the main menu, and you can adjust most of the things in here. So for example, here is the navigation, and stay tuned for the night drive. I think it's gonna be very nice and cool to see the details during the night, especially with those ambient lights. Now also you can see the lovely 3D view of the buildings. Look at this. So here, if we go to city center of Zagreb, there we go, very nice indeed. And yeah, let's go back. Radio and media, you have the list of stations in here. Telephone and full link connection, so Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are available, of course. And sound settings, so this car has got the optional Sennheiser sound system, which I would recommend. It sounds very good, and then you can adjust various things in here, including the sound focus, balance, and also here, look at this. A lot of options in here. You can play with this. There we go, look at this. So I will now go back. Vehicle settings. The car is packed with technology. Parking assistance, press this, rear traffic alert and parking. Then smart assist, lane assist, ACC, front assist and speed limiter. And driver alerts, so side assist, exit warning system, speed warning. So this will be on every time you turn on the car, mandatory by law in Europe for all new cars. So you will have the beeping sound when you go over the speed limit, and here is where you can turn it off, and you see other driver alerts in here, so all can be configured. And yeah, the vehicle settings are here, so you have this lovely layout of the car, and then you can adjust various things in here. So for example, comfort light, light animation, on or off, and then tail lights, you have animation 1, and the turn signals, they can be either dynamic ones or the classic ones, so you can adjust this in here, and then also adjust the leaving home light duration and coming home as well. And yeah, mirrors, tires, and those things can be adjusted. And then when we talk about the interior, instrument cluster for the data and interior lighting, so display switch lighting, and then you can adjust it in here. Moving on, the status of the vehicle is here, and driving data as well. So those are the things that you have here under the vehicle. And then if we go back, charging is here. So you can adjust the recuperation, low, automatic or high, electric mode or the hybrid. And then you can also set this so the battery's current state of charge is maintained in order to use the electricity at a later point. Now if we go here, let's see this. Okay, so charging, you can then set maximum charge, what you want it to be. So you can set 100%, 80%, 50%, and also if you press this, recommended maximum charge for preserving the energy service life is 80%. So there we go. And you have also the info here and the energy flow. And that one is very cool actually. And yeah, those are the options here. If you go to settings, you can also have some charging settings set here. And now let's go to drive profiles. So you can adjust them here, but also I already showed you with the press of a button here. You can change them. Comfort, performance, you have information about each drive mode. CUPRA mode, so best experience at the wheel. This component setting from the powertrain to the sound provides the best performance for exciting, agile and precise driving. And then individual, you have a bunch of settings. So here we have the DCC, so the dynamic chassis control, and you can adjust it here. So whether you want comfort, performance or CUPRA, so this would be like the more sporty setting, actually the most sporty setting, and then this would be the most comfortable one. Steering, engine, exterior, engine, sound, ACC and air conditioning. So those are the things that can be adjusted here in the individual mode. Let's go back. So yeah, those are the drive profile modes. Lighting, so the beautiful ambient lights. You have the presets, for example, pulse, look at this. And then electrified, which would be this sort of like the greenish one. Then speed, the red one, looking very nice. I think it suits the car so well. This boreal is this purple one. Probably my second favorite after the blue one. So this is the personal one, and then you can adjust it in here. You can adjust various colors. So now we are adjusting for the upper section, for example, red. You see the lower section is still here in blue. You can also put it in red as well. Of course, stay tuned for the night drive to see this in its full glory. You can also have it adjusted to the drive profile. So now when I'm changing the drive modes, we will be changing the ambient lights as well. So there we go. CUPRA, the individual one, and the comfort. As well as the performance. So there we go, but let's put the comfort mode, but let's also put this to the personal settings. And let's go back here. You can adjust various settings in here. You have the voice assistant. Let me show you one of the options, for example. Lower the temperature to 20 degrees.
Got it. I'll set the temperature at the front left to 20.0 degrees.
There we go. Speaking about the settings and the AC, so you can of course slide it like this, press it, then here you go into the settings for the AC. You can adjust it in here. You have the auto, and this lower section is here all the time. Heated seats on this model, both for the driver and the passenger, and the heated steering wheel can be turned on here. So press this and now steering wheel heating is on, and now it's off. So various settings in here, and then again various options to change the temperature, and you can also sync it here, or you prefer to have a different temperature on one side and different on the other, depending on your passenger, of course. And you can also turn on the heated steering wheel in here as well. So I think now we covered most of the things. Here is the CUPRA Assistant, and you have some tips, settings, you have volume, and also the voice can be male or female. Now, users help auxiliary heater, so you can also use this as well. And the seats, automatic heating, and the settings are here. Store and app updates. So I think we covered now most of the things here within the infotainment system. Very good one, very easy to use and very fast. So big thumb up from me. And now the digital cockpit, you can change the views by pressing the view button in here. And you see you have also this view with the big rev counter. You can also change what you see on the left and on the right. So for example, here is where we have a bunch of things. And yeah, also in the middle, you can have this view. Of course, when you have cars around you, you have more details in here. And yeah, you can also change what you see here on the right as well. So yeah, I think this one is also very cool. But various options are available, and yeah, a lot of options when it comes to configuring the screens here. So that is very nice. And now also I want to show you this, the panoramic sunroof. You have the sliders here, and we will now open this roller and then also open the sunroof as well. There we go. So now we can enjoy this weather. Well, it's not that bad actually, considering how it's been the last few days. I will now close this. You have the lights here, and then if you press it like this, you can turn it on individually. Sun visor, hello there. And also here for the passenger. So now I think we are ready to check out the rear bench. 2 meters, 67.9 centimeters is the length of the wheelbase on this car. And now I will show you the situation here at the rear. The decent amount of room here in the door pocket, but now without further ado, let's jump inside. So this is really good. I'm 1.87 m and I adjusted the front seat for me, and still some room left here, and this is very comfortable for my knees. As you can see, storage compartment, USB-C ports, your view at the front. This car also has the sunroof. So the optional thing, I'm not a huge fan of the sunroofs in general, but I think yeah, this one is nice because it's a big one. Tell me in the comments, would you take this or not? Now here we have the middle armrest with the cup holders, and now I will show you the situation for my head. All right, so there we go. A lot of room here as well, so plenty of space still left. I'm 1.87 m and this is really good, so I can be comfortable here for longer drives as well. So thumb up from me. Time to talk about the powertrains that are available for the new CUPRA FORMENTOR, and there are really a lot of them. Actually, 4 different technologies are available. Petrol, so the TSI, then the mild hybrid petrol, ETSI, diesel, TDI, or the plug-in hybrids, the eHybrid models. This is the eHybrid. This one has got 272 horsepower. It combines the 1.5 liter petrol unit and electric motor. We have the 6-speed automatic transmission and the 19.7 kilowatt hour battery. And that means we have over 100 kilometers of all electric range. That is really impressive and very useful indeed. Now, other plug-in hybrid has got 204 horsepower, and when we talk about the horsepower options in total, so as I said, different technologies are available, and the power output ranges from 150 horsepower to 333 horsepower. So tell me in the comments what would be your choice of powertrain for the new CUPRA Formentor. Let's do another walk around with the lights turned on, so you see the beautiful daytime running LEDs. Of course, these are flickering just on the camera. Main units are here, and I also want to show you how it looks from the rear. So coming here, look at this illuminated Formentor lettering, and then the beautiful new lighting signature from the rear with the illuminated badge. As I told you, it looks gorgeous. And also I will now turn on the indicators. Okay, then the indicators, the dynamic ones, are turned on, and also here you see the rear fog light. And now we come to the front, daytime running LEDs turning into indicators, and now the fog lights are turned on as well. Right guys, so that was it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and also stay tuned. We are going on a point of view test drive, and also stay tuned for the night drive as well. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts with me. How do you like the car? And see you on the next video. Bye bye.